What's your town's insane urban legend? Oh boy, here's the story of Travis, the incestuous high school mascot. So I live in the kind of small town where there's only one high school and everyone knows each other's business. I go to the same school my mom went to, and her mom went there and probably her ancestors back through the Pilgrims. I don't know. There's this secretary at our school who is straight up weird looking. I'm not really sure how to describe it, except it's like if God decided to let Picasso have a go at designing a human. It's like if you described people to an alien who's never seen them before, and he had to create one from your description. Like, yeah, that's technically a face and a body, and yes, her eyes and nose are sort of in the right place, but something's just not right. At school, there are lots of mean nicknames about her, which is kind of a shame because she's always nice to us, but some of them are pretty funny to be honest. One guy calls her Pixar because she kind of looks like a cartoon character. Alright, so one day I asked my mom, so, what's up with her? And my mom got this look on this face like she had really good tea that she should not spill, but my mother absolutely cannot help herself. So eventually she told me as long as I promised not to tell anyone. So obviously, here I am telling all of Reddit. Back when my mom was in high school, they had the school mascot, Travis the Tiger, at all their sports games and stuff. The costume had one of those big heads and everything, so no one could see who was inside of it, and it became this source of burning curiosity at the school because no one knew who the mascot was, and it's a small town, and we don't have much to do, so that became everyone's Roman Empire or whatever, like, who is the mascot? So I guess to cope with the overwhelming uncertainty of human existence around a mysterious masked figure, at some point someone started a tradition called, wait for it, Bang the Tiger. Basically the goal was for as many people as possible to, get intimate with this mascot, with his mask on, without discovering his identity. Girl IDK. I guess there was thrill in doing the nasty with someone you couldn't see, and maybe everyone was a furry in the 80s. I don't know, because apparently this really took off. Even a few guys got with the tiger, who was apparently down for everything. Then a rumor started that the tiger had an enormous, you know what, and that kind of reignited the passion, should we say. My mom has no idea how many people in total hooked up with the tiger. She swears she didn't, but wait for an update that he's actually my father, I guess. But apparently 3 girls got pregnant, one of whom was the principal's daughter, and it became a whole thing, and there was a police investigation or something, because the principal tried to say that his sweet daughter would never have consented to banging an artificial zoo animal. They didn't have DNA testing back then, so there wasn't really any way to find him. So apparently one girl, this friend of my mom's, decided to take justice into her own hands. She lured the tiger below the bleachers with sexual coercion or mice or whatever it is that attracts sultry tigers, and broke the cardinal rule of bang the tiger by pulling his head off mid-coitus. And she discovered it was the principal. Obviously the police were hella involved, but the whole thing got complicated because he said it was the first time he'd ever put the costume on, and he was only doing it to try to help with the investigation or something else. Obviously bull like that. But between that and his family practically owning the town, everything got swept under the rug and no charges were ever filed. 2 of the girls got abortions, but the principal's daughter kept the baby, and it is, you guessed it, Pixar herself, the weird-looking secretary. I have no idea if this is true, but I can tell you that my school definitely does not have a mascot at games anymore.